Being an art teacher is one of the best things that I do in my life. And that's because I watch people move from fearful and insecure to confident. And I have watched it so many times, hundreds, maybe thousands of times. And that's why I believe in people, is because I've watched people go into something not believing they can do it, and in the end, seeing that they can and finding the strength within them that they didn't know they had. One time I was teaching a class, it was like a 5-day workshop to teenage girls about painting. And in the beginning of the class, I asked everybody, what would you rather do? Talk about what you're feeling or make art about what you're feeling? And I took a poll, and every single one of them would rather make art about what they were feeling. So that's what we did. We did not talk about our feelings, and we talked about how to paint, the formal elements of creating a composition. We talked about metaphor. We talked about concept. But each person did not talk openly about what they were making because it was personal, and that's part of the art making process is you get to decide what you share. And that's one of the most powerful things about art and being an artist is that you have control over what you share, and you can share it in any way you want. So we go through this class, and in the beginning, there's a bunch of girls who don't really know each other and don't really trust each other and aren't really talking about their fears or their anxieties or what they're wrestling with. And everybody is at that point. And we come to the end of the class, and the entire class is sharing with each other and talking about what they're struggling with and talking about what they fear and what they desire and what they want. And that's what happens when you put yourself into something completely, when you put your heart into something and you are vulnerable within your art and you watch other people be vulnerable within their art, and a trust is built naturally. And so, watching these girls move from strangers to people who really trusted each other and had a really good community with each other was incredibly inspiring. And in the end, without any prompting from me, they were able to talk about what their struggles were. And it was the most wonderful thing because they had found in 5 days the confidence and the trust in themselves to share with each other. And that's why I suggest making and creative hobbies and creative acts to everybody. Because the more that you engage, truly engage with something like painting or sculpting or piano playing or cooking, the more you learn to trust yourself. And when you're doing it in a group like that, the more you start to trust each other. And that's what art is about, after all. It's about our commonalities, it's about being human, it's about the experience of moving through the world wondering what the heck is going on. And that's why I think it's such an important thing for people to know that they have creativity in them, and that denying that creativity and not moving towards making in their lives will keep them from a basic element of their humanity that could really help them connect with themselves and connect with other people, be more confident, be happier, know themselves better. So that's why art is important, is because we trust each other and ourselves more through the experience of it. And that's why I'm talking about it on YouTube and other places, is because I know that it would take just one person to see this video and give it a shot. Give it a try. Figure out how to practice some form of art to completely change their lives. And maybe somebody sees them doing it and is inspired by them, and they start to practice something. Maybe it's knitting, maybe it's playing harmonica. I don't know. Whatever you're drawn to, because challenging yourself to know yourself better through some kind of creative endeavor, that'll last you for the rest of your life. And that's something no one can take away from you. So start. Just try it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be doing this every day. So leave questions in the comments. Subscribe, like this video, share with me any kind of experience you've had challenging yourself to make art. That's what we're here for. That is why we exist, to connect with each other. And I like to connect with people through art. See you next time.